All right, guys. Today I just want to kind of follow up on what we talked about yesterday, which was transversals. And we talked about a lot of the vocabulary yesterday. I'm not as much concerned with that today as in you guys, as much as I am you guys understanding kind of what it all means. Okay, so if I went ahead and I drew two parallel lines cut by a transversal, and I'm going to draw this two different ways because the problem is that it's always drawn this way in textbooks and in the work that we do. But then we actually sit down and do them. Sometimes they're in different directions, and the things aren't quite as easy to see. So first of all, how do you know that these things are parallel? Oh, I'm sorry. Plug my thing back in. Sorry, I had to charge my headphones, so I unplugged my pad. Okay, so the big thing for us, the big thing that we want to know going through all this is that essentially any acute angle you have, okay, so this is an acute angle right here, as long as these lines are parallel, these four acute angles are all the same. And we had different names for them. We called them vertical angles, corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, and alternate exterior angles. But kind of like when push comes to shove, what you need to know is that all these with one stripe on them are the same. So any acute angles you see are the same. Any obtuse angles, right? So again, this is obtuse, right? This is greater than 90. Any obtuse angles that you guys see, those are all the same. Okay. So any one of these black angles right here is going to be congruent to one another, and any one of these green angles is going to be congruent to one another. If I mix an acute angle and an obtuse angle, any pair of them, they have to be equal to 180 degrees, or what we call supplementary. Again, another way we can draw this, and I know sometimes we get caught up in only drawing things one way. Well, what if I drew this? But I still told you that these lines right here are parallel. Okay. Well, once we know that, then again we know the same thing. I have an acute angle here, an acute angle here, an acute angle here, an acute angle here. Those are all the same. And then over here I have an obtuse angle, an obtuse angle, an obtuse angle, and an obtuse angle. And those are all the same. Okay, so again, if you want to know a lot about the vocabulary and the alternate interior and the vertical and the corresponding, go back and watch the last video. Okay, today I just want to focus on how do we get the numbers out of this. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of examples. So it says if HJ and KM are parallel. So note that they didn't give you the symbol in here, but they told you HJ and KM are parallel. Okay, therefore we know that these two intersections are exactly the same. MLN. So MLN. MLN is going to be 62 degrees. What is angle HIL? HIL. Well, if you notice this first one, MLN, this is an acute angle, and this one over here is an obtuse angle. So what do we know? We know that angle MLN plus angle HIL, they equal 180 degrees. Well, again, if I know MLN equals 62, well, what do I have to add to 62 to equal 180? Well, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You guys are going to break out your calculator and you can subtract 62. So 180 minus 62, we'll find out that HIL, 180 minus 62 will be, was at 118 degrees, okay? And again, this will all fall in place. This is 118, this is 118, oops, 118. This is going to be 62, right? And again, everything starts to fall into place, okay? So again, like I said, all you're looking for is, are they matching? Hold on. Sorry about that, Mr. Fearless Superintendent. So again, if MO and PR are parallel lines, O and L is 60. Okay, so that's an acute angle, right? We know it's acute because first of all it's 60, but also because it's a smaller angle here. what is RSQ? RQS. So again, I have an acute angle over here, and I have an obtuse angle over here. So I know that these two angles, angle ONL and angle RQS, together they have to be 180 degrees. Again, we're mixing and matching. One is acute, one is obtuse. So again, if ONL is 60, well, what do I have to add to 60 to make 180? Again, most of you guys should know that's going to be 120 degrees. If not, you subtract 60 from both sides. But again, I know that 60 and 120 makes 180. Okay, and last one, I think. CE and FH are parallel lines. FGI is 40. FGI is 40. What is CDB? CDB, again, this one up here. So again, we know if this is an acute angle, right? This is an acute angle, right? It's less than 90, and this is an obtuse angle. We know that those two have to add up to 180 degrees. So if this is 40, this has to be 140 in order to make it 180. Okay, so again, real quick one today. That should be all you guys really need. If you guys have any questions, please send them. We will go over this in greater detail on Thursday when I have you guys. Okay, so have a good night. I'll talk to you later.